Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. A reporter asked Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck while he was on international duty for his country, Germany, what do you think about the interest that Bayern Munich have over you right now? And he said, I can't speak about that right now. I don't know what accent he has, but I know it's somewhat German, right? He's from Germany. Schlotterbeck is a player that I love, okay? Dortmund fans are probably going to be in these comments, and they are going to hate the fact that I'm going to talk about their player this way. But I like him. I rate Schlotterbeck. Here's the thing about defenders, center backs at Bayern. We have too many minorities at the back. We got Asians, Japanese, Sudanese, Melanese. We need a blonde hair, blue eyed center back. And Schlotterbeck is the closest thing we're going to get to that. We need to fulfill the Aryan dream. Scheiße! Why I said that, I don't know. Here's the thing with Schlotterbeck, though, that I love. No, when I say Bayern need a blonde hair, blue eyed center back, it is a running joke, but there's some wisdom in it, okay? I think you need an aggressive, melanated BBC at the back. But you also need an intelligent, careful, and vocal partner to the black and white. Black and white. You need black and white, yin and yang. Okay? And I guess the epitome of that yin and yang is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed dude followed by Upamecano. Schlotterbeck should never come to Bayern if it's to replace Upamecano. He should come to Bayern to partner with Upamecano. This club better keep Upa here. Yeah, he's brain dead sometimes, but he's our low IQ center back. Okay? Upa will do everything, and he is. I mean, by the way, any criticism I have of Upamecano is just that he loses his head in big games. But otherwise, he's a very talented center back. He thinks of the game very progressively. He's aggressive when he needs to be. He's calculated. His positioning is good. His marking is good. He doesn't, and he's very strong. Like, very, very hard to get off the ball or to get the ball and, as a striker, bring it down while he's breathing down your neck. That man will smack your neck down, and you going to be like George Floyd. I can't breathe. I'm kidding. That's crazy. Anyways. So Upamecano it's not that I'm like saying, oh, he's low IQ, so we need someone high. No. He has a lot of IQ. He's a very smart center back. But we just need a stylistic complement to him. And I think, to me, that's someone like Nico Schlotterbeck. Now, Schlotterbeck himself is not non-aggressive. He's actually aggressive. He gets a lot of yellows. He can run up on players. But he's aggressive out of necessity at Dortmund. I've seen Schlotterbeck play more conservatively. I've seen him just be like a quarterback. Effectively, while we have Lamar Jackson, I want Tom Brady. Sometimes I want to watch Lamar. Sometimes I want to watch Tom Brady. It's not one or the other for me. It's both. That's kind of how I think of this. We need a quarterback that can just sit there and pick out a defense with his mind, with his thought process, with his reading of, the opposition's D-line. We need that. But we also need a quarterback that doesn't care about the pressure. His pocket's collapsing and he's just doing all this and just getting out of pressure, right? And I think Upamecano is like our Lamar Jackson. Great quarterback, okay? Great quarterback. Very talented, good at everything, best thrower, best passer rating ever. All these rushing yards, all these passing yards. But I think we need a Tom Brady who just wins by thinking. That was Matt Hummels for us for a few years. Matt Hummels is someone I miss at Bayern. This guy went to Dortmund and at his grandpa age was still balling out. Why? Because he didn't need pace to win games. He's just smart. His positioning is he's just way ahead of the opponent. He's a chess piece that doesn't need to move too much, but just stands somewhere like a knight and just controls squares. That's what Hummels was. Yeah, you can have a bishop, right? Zigzagging across the board to attack pieces and place pressure from many squares away. But a knight just gets close enough to where it's not a target, but it targets everything else. The knight can fork your king and queen. Suddenly, this piece worth 3 points is picking up your queen, and your king's in check. And the knight assists every other piece in its attack and defends so many squares. So you need knights and bishops on your chessboard. I see defense as a chess game, constantly anticipating, constantly thinking, marking. The whole concept of marking your opponent is to find out where your opponent is and place yourself in a position that gives you the best chance to get closer to the ball than they do, to head it faster than they do, to get there just a little bit faster. That's why slow center backs that are smart look like they're faster than everybody else. That's why Virgil van Dijk can show his booty, be out here twerking like a Jamaican, just doing all this, but it just seems like he's hard to pass. Now, these days, it's different. Everyone's just going through him. It's crazy, man. Like, they're just out here giving it to Virgil. Like, hey, they're stuffing him up, man. But in his prime, he didn't have to go lunge and do anything. He just used his brain. If it was a 2v1 and he was the one, he would just stand between the space, get just close enough to place pressure on the guy with the ball, but still close enough to change the pressure to the other guy if the pass was made. That's the center back I think we need. Schlotterbeck is that for me. He's only aggressive at Dortmund out of necessity, but he's a very smart center back. His passes, switch of play, all these things, these are things that come with high ability and high execution and high IQ. I like Nico Schlotterbeck. I want him at Bayern. Now, of course, Mark Gahey is someone Bayern are also apparently interested in. And if we make that deal happen, great. Maybe Gahey is that for Bayern. But I'd like Schlotterbeck because he's taller and faster than Gahey. And he's younger, I think, right? Schlotterbeck is 25, and I think they're both 25, actually. Well, so either way, we'd win. Bayern would win. I just want the height that Schlotterbeck has, and he's German, which means he'll never leave Bayern. Someone like Gahey might come to Bayern, and then 4 years later, I want to go to Madrid like frickin' Alaba did. But anyways, enough sucking Schlotterbeck's meat, enough of his gawking his particles in my mouth. Yeah. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia and peace.